there's a questioning of authoritarianism, who gets to claim, who gets to do it, first of all, and then who gets to claim it. I mean, do you define yourself as an artist and therefore you establish yourself as an artist, and then your art is authoritative because you did it and you said you were an artist, and now because you went to school or you went to art school or you sold pizza or whatever the marker is, then you're the one that holds, and these other people are just citizens doing craft, which is done, usually said in a pejorative way, or some sort of interesting hobby, that sort of thing. So there's a whole movement, and I think it completely corresponds with what's happening with the internet. I think the internet is actually metaphorically responsible for this, to say, well, why not? Why do you get to say that you're an artist and I'm not? So the exhibition that you're referencing is this exhibition, which we actually unfortunately just closed, called Technocraft, and it was really an investigation into the way that ordinary folks were redesigning all kinds of objects in ways that were surprising, and were subverting this authoritative, I am the artist, I will create it, I will put it on a pedestal, you will look at it, you won't touch it, you won't, you may have an individual response to it, but that's kind of it, and I'm not really interested in what that is. So it's a completely different way of thinking about artistic production, which is both exciting and for many people terrifying too.
And it allows us to kind of look back a little bit and think about when that's been done before. Ordinary citizens are such innovators. I mean, the case modders that you exhibited, right? Those guys are very similar to the hot rod guys, Big Daddy and all of those guys. It's the same sensibility that if you have a technology, you should be able to modify it. And that is really the craft, that craft problem. It's been a problem because of industry, right?
Right. Well, it's interesting. The curator of that exhibition, Eve Bahar, has this idea about the sort of professionalization of that and people's desire to have a level of rigor, but to sort of do it themselves. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what I was hearing in your conversation earlier with Ken, is this question actually of, well, if just everybody's doing it, is how do we know that it's worthwhile? Or, all these sorts of questions start to come up. But I was thinking when you were saying that too, then by the same token, we have pretty regularly get these reports in newspapers about qualified scientists whose research can't be duplicated, so maybe there was something wrong there. So the authoritative model that we established is in fact not reliably authoritative. So I think that kind of freaks everybody out. They're not sure what to do about that.